So this nerve controls your pain levels. After studying the latest pain science and treating thousands of patients suffering with pain, I can tell you that 95% of practitioners are completely ignoring your body's most powerful anti-inflammatory system. The vagus nerve can reduce inflammation by 645% and eliminate chronic pain without drugs or surgery. But medical school teaches almost nothing about how to activate it therapeutically. Without understanding this system, you'll keep treating pain symptoms while your body's natural healing mechanism remains completely untapped. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how your vagus nerve works as your body's master pain switch and some simple techniques that you can use at home to activate it. I'm Lou Nicolettis and I combine functional medicine principles with physio and pain science to treat root causes. The vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve in your body, directly controlling inflammation and pain responses. Groundbreaking research reveals something that changes everything about pain treatment. The vagus nerve operates what scientists call the cholinergic anti-inflammatory pathway, your body's natural system for shutting down pain and inflammation. Here's how it works. When your vagus nerve is activated, it releases acetylcholine, which binds to specific receptors on immune cells called alpha-7 nicotinic receptors. And this binding triggers a cascade that shuts down inflammatory cytokines. Put simply, your vagus nerve is like a master switch that can turn down your body's inflammation and pain signals when it's working properly. In 2024, a systematic review analysing 23 studies with nearly 1,500 patients found that vagus nerve stimulation measurably reduced chronic pain. Studies show that it can reduce C-reactive protein inflammation markers by up to 645%. The vagus nerve works like a two-way highway between your brain and your organs. But here's where it can go wrong in chronic pain. Chronic stress, poor sleep, processed foods and sedentary lifestyles all suppress vagus nerve function. Your body's natural anti-inflammatory system gets turned off when you need it most. Recent research shows that alpha-7 nicotinic receptors, which are your vagus nerve's target, are abundantly expressed in synovial tissue, which is around your joints. And this provides a direct mechanism for vagal control of musculoskeletal pain. The vagus nerve also controls the gut-brain axis. It strengthens your intestinal barrier, reduces systemic endotoxin exposure, and prevents the gut-derived inflammation that can also contribute so much to so many pain conditions. Now, here's the exciting part. We can therapeutically activate the vagus nerve. My favourite vagus nerve device is actually the pulsetto, which goes around your neck and provides a little bit of stimulation here, which is one of the places that the vagus nerve is quite near to the surface. But you don't need expensive devices. Research shows that simple things like breathing techniques, cold exposure, meditation, and even humming or singing can activate your vagus nerve and trigger this nice anti-inflammatory response that we're after. So I'm going to talk you through some really simple techniques that you can try at home to stimulate your vagus nerve. First one being controlled breathing. So you're going to breathe in for 4 seconds through your nose and then breathe out nice and slowly for 6 seconds through your mouth. Another one that's really easy to do at home is cold exposure. So things like cold showers, ice baths, but even something as simple as submerging your face in a bowl of cold water can all activate the vagus nerve. And one of my absolute favourites is lateral eye movements. So you simply lie on your back in a relaxed position, hands by your sides and feet flat. And then you keep your head still and you take your eyes all the way to the left as far as you can. You do this for 30 seconds or until you feel the urge to yawn, swallow, sigh, or take a deep breath, which are all signs that your vagus nerve has kicked into action. And then you repeat the same thing on the other side, so you take your gaze all the way to the right and hold it there. Understanding the vagus nerve changes everything about pain treatment. Instead of just taking medications, we can actually activate your body's natural anti-inflammatory system to help towards the root cause. The vagus nerve represents a fundamental shift from treating pain symptoms to activating your body's innate healing systems. This isn't alternative medicine, it's cutting-edge neuroscience applied therapeutically. So all I want you to do is to start with one of the techniques I've described. Do this twice a day and monitor how your pain and energy levels respond over the next 2 weeks. And if you'd like to find out more about how using the vagus nerve might help with your aches and pains, there's some links in the description for all of my free guides and resources. And of course, if you found this video interesting, hit that like button and tell me in the comments.